Cameron University will be hosting a student movie night next to showcase the talents of some of Oklahoma's up-and-coming filmmakers. And today we have one of those talented filmmakers, Mikel Weatherspoon, here to tell us a little bit more about that event. Mikel, thanks for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me, Kyle. I'm happy to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about this event. What kind of movies are going to be showing?
So we actually have a lot of good projects this year. It's actually going to be a little more diverse this year. So we have a couple documentary films, small little features. We have a horror film, we have a couple comedic ones, and some that are showcasing even our own basketball team at the Cameron University, as well as the drag community here within Lawton, Oklahoma.
Now, how long are these movies? What do they range from?
Well, we have a different, depending on the project, so a couple of the documentaries will be like 10 to 15 minutes. Some of them are even as short as 3 to 4 minutes, and it really just depends on the films. We have 7 that we're going to be featuring this time. And
now, this isn't the first showcase, right?
Oh, no. We've had plenty of movie nights throughout the years, and I've been a part of a few of them myself. We just had one back in October, and that was showcasing Dr. Jenkins movies, but now this is going to be showcasing the student films.
How do you feel like these showcases, especially the student showcases, how's it grown?
Oh man, it's gotten bigger and bigger since I've been a part of them. I used to just be a part of previous students, like they'll have me act in them, and I would just be, pop up in scenes, but I've seen the audience number grow. More projects have been submitted. They're getting longer in terms of the length of the actual reel. It's just become bigger. It's nice to see a lot of different projects come together.
Now, this is part of a class, right?
Well, so this one is for our corporate video class over at Cameron University within the comm department, but usually most of the student film nights, anyone's open to it. It can be anybody can submit it, whether you're in another department at the school. You can not even have to be a student. It's more of like a Lawton thing, if that makes sense. It's just hosted by the CU comm department.
So for you as a filmmaker, what's the process like for you making a movie, editing it, putting it all together? How long does that usually take?
Depending on the project you're making, it really just depends on how passionate you are about it, for sure. For example, I make more comedic short films, so the passion is definitely there. It's a lot more funny. Whenever you shoot your scenes, it depends on when you get them out there. And then by the time you get to the editing process, it just depends on how good do you want your film to be. If the more polished you want it to be, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it all just depends on what you got going on, how passionate you are about your project itself.
Hey, what does it mean for students like yourself or young aspiring filmmakers to be able to show off your work to the public like this?
It means everything. I can't lie. At first, it was a little more tedious for me to do the filmmaking process because I'm more of a person who likes to be in front of the camera and act for other people's projects. So to do mine, it's fun. It was scary at first because it's like, oh man, I'm responsible for what comes out. But to be able to do something on a low budget scale and to be able to show that to the community and be able to see, it's okay to make movies. They don't have to be big budget to be a good time. It means a lot. It's really dope to be able to showcase that ability, that creative insight to making something, putting something together, whereas I don't have to just bring acting to life, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Now, for folks who want to come and check out the showcase, do they need tickets?
No, it is free admission. We would love to have any of you. Y'all are coming in, Thanksgiving's around. Bring your family that's coming into town November 18th at the Vaska Theater. The doors open at 7 and the show start at 8. We'd love to have anybody. Everyone can come, free admission. And there will be concessions there as well.
Awesome. Sounds like a great time, Mikel. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
And just a reminder, if you want to see some of Mikel's work and some work of the other student filmmakers, you can catch that student movie night at the Vaska Theater on Monday. Doors will open at 7. The show starts at 8. The event is free, and there will be door prizes given away.